Good morning all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, January 12th. We're looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And as you recall, we went out with an inside day in both the IWM and the SPY. As of right now, in the IWM, they are attempting to gap higher out of an inside day. They were 10 wide. They definitely acted the better out of the three. IWM and triple Qs have absolutely been, you can arb those right now, where long the IWM, short the triple Qs, the way they've been going recently. So looking to gap higher out of an inside day. Here's their all-time high. It is a 3-day balance for the most part. It isn't a 3-day balance. So you're going to have both gap rules possibly, inside day rules, and balance rules all into play at one. So first things first, you're coming out of an inside day on a gap, if it is to hold. Now again, we have 75 minutes prior to the opening. But if you get a gap that's not too large, you have good risk reward, you would take a long play out of the inside day out if the gap fills. If you come back in and hold M's high and go back out, again, I'd look for a long play then. If you're to look above and fail out of an inside day and come back in, accept it into M, then you can take a short back down to their wide POC. So that is an IWM early look. Triple Qs, they did not have an inside day. They one time frame down from their high of the day, never stopped. So the market right now, from yesterday afternoon as they continue to push, I believe is short. Now they are starting to cover some as we're above settlement. I think for the triple Qs to get any kind of momentum to the upside, you want to get acceptance above K and L and start weeding out the rest of these shorts. As for us, inside day, right now we're looking in balance, in value with 75 minutes to go, with very light volume of only 200,000 so far. No play right here. If we're to come out of the inside day to the upside, I expect to test and get possibly an all-time high. If we come out of it to the downside, well then the 8's low should certainly fall, and then you could have a free ride on down to the 7's low before we start testing January 6th single prints. So let's go over destinations and a game plan. So right now on the upside, now we had 9 wide to the upside at 379.15. Right now, we're above that. So if we open above it, it would be a downside destination, which means my first destination on the upside will still use 379.64. Remember, I used that as an afternoon rally high. We're right around there. So again, we'll see if we get acceptance above 379.64. Then we have our overnight high as of right now of 379.97, 380.58 daily high, and then we have the weekly high and overnight all-time high. Now, for the downside, we open above 379.15. That will be our first destination to the downside. Then we have our overnight low of 378.49, and then 377.52 daily low, 377.10 daily low, and 375.91 daily low. Again, our destinations is not many on the upside, and the downside are far and wide apart right now. So again, if any sellers show up whatsoever, you would be able to get momentum. So far, we have not seen that since last March. Game plan: in balance, in value, inside day. Not much to take right here. If it pulls back, you want to see if it holds M's high. I guess you could take a long, but if you get any acceptance into M's range, for sure you're going to trade at the POC. If you are to push up to yesterday's high, again, can you take a short play against it? You can, but remember, it's not like you're front running the overnight. You would have gotten the overnight by then. If you get the overnight, well, then we're going to see what happens. I think patience is going to be the key today, and see if we start one time framing up, if we start one time framing down, do we take out the inside day to the upside or the downside? If you do, you go with it and you monitor it for continuation. Even though this is still one-time framing up, it is a 3-day balance. So for us, balance rules would come into effect also if we get near the all-time high. Same on the downside. If you take out yesterday's low, the bottom of the 3-day balance is the 7th low, and you would have stopped the one-time framing up. You need patience on a day like today. Let the trade come to you. Do not go looking for one. And then, just quickly on the chart, we'll show you the daily. There it is, 3-day balance. Plain and simple. It's a market waiting for more market-generated information. Well, that information is going to come in the form of which way we come out of the inside day. And then after that, what happens at the top of the 3-day balance or the bottom of it. Good luck trading today. Have a great day. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.